Hello, hello.
It's all his fault.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
We're live for the very first time for a long time. We're live. Listen, what we want to do today is really talk about, introduce ourselves, shall I say. I'm Fitz.
I'm Zoe.
We're the owners of Honky Tonk Wine Library. We're the of Honky Tonk Wine Library. And what we do, we're really about today is really about understanding us and how we met, what we did. Actually, I'm just getting a message of here. Yeah, I've got that. No worries.
So how we met with, that was on Plenty of Fish. Are we going that far? Are we going that far back, or are we just talking about the restaurant?
No, it was.
It all started there.
Well, we reached out Plenty of Fish. She ignored me, but the question is always in the follow-up. That's where the leads are. That's where everything is.
And ever since for 12 years, I've always said with anything you do, anything we do, it's all in the follow-up.
And it has been.
You hooked me.
I know I'm punching, boys. I know I'm punching. But what we did, bombshell was dropped. I've been in catering for a long time. I've been in the hospitality for a long time, for over 30 years, working in the backgrounds as a chef, chauffeur, for private houses and whatever. And then when I met Zoe, she's not done catering before. And then when we moved in, we dropped a bombshell and we decided the enthusiasm got over us. And we started to go and open a restaurant.
Do you know how that came about?
Go on.
It's because Fitz will always go on about when I had the Red Wing and Diner, Red Wing Inn and Diner. I don't know, this bar he had. He went on and on and on. If you've ever met Fitz, he will always revert to when I owned the Red Wing. Anyway, so he always gives his ideas away, right? So I heard this for years and years, and I said to him, for God's sake, stop giving your ideas away and open your own place. We were supposed to be opening just a wine shop, guys, just a wine shop. I was thinking, I'm sitting in the office at the moment. I think I was working with Plymouth University maybe at the time. I thought, yeah, a wine shop would be lovely. Maybe a little bit of coffee on the side, maybe add a bit of cheese. And I'm sitting there very romantically thinking I'm going to be sitting behind my restaurant, what am I saying? The till area. And just greeting people in and saying goodbye, and be all very lovely and all very sweet, and shut at 5 and have evenings and weekends and have paid holiday, and when you're sick it doesn't matter because you're going to get paid. No, reality hit big time when we opened Honky Tonk, didn't it? Yeah,
and it hit. The reality did hit because I've not been on the shop floor for a long time at that time, and our feet! Oh my God, our feet was painful. We're walking around. We lost a load of weight. And we didn't drink. When I first met her, I was Champagne Charlie. We drank every night, Champagne Charlie. But when we opened the restaurant, it was fun. It was something that we knew we wanted to expand and do lots of different things with it. But after a while, when you settle in, we had our dreams, we had our where we was going. Then what hit was COVID. Mm-hmm. COVID slapped us around, but it gave us a 20,000 foot view over of what we wanted to do and where we was going. And there was not a cliffhanger. There was something regard as of us looking at other things. I mean, my son named it, Dad, you're an innovator, because what do you mean? You start something and bugger off.
Yeah, I will vouch for that. Because guess who's running Honky Tonk now? And has been for the last 2 years.
Yeah, so I'm still there. I'm still in the background, still doing things. So for us as business owners, and the beautiful thing about catering, the restaurant, is the people we meet within the restaurant trade. Some amazing people that we meet within the restaurant trade, and not just that, we meet other business people, and then business people who give us advice. So one of them, a lady called Lindsay, they had a remarkable franchise company they started off.
Lost for you.
Yeah, lost for you.
Yeah,
and she asked us a question: what's your get out clause? We didn't have one. We didn't.
And I think this will be our biggest bit of advice for anybody ever going into a traditional business working for themselves, is go in with your get out clause. Because when we started, we just thought, great, we're opening a wine shop, which turned into a bit of a restaurant, deli, a bit more than it was supposed to be. But we didn't ever anticipate or even think about what the end goal is.
Yes. You don't.
Are we going to be serving people to our 80s and 90s? No, of course we're not. So eventually we're going to be wanting to get out of the business, but we hadn't planned or factored that into when we opened it.
Yeah, and And it's because sometimes we went overboard with staff. We went overboard because no matter what you've done in the past, you still. I said, what was I looking for? With me, I was playing Charlie Biggs Buds because we had too much staff on the shop floor. We had too much of this. We were still doing the hours, but we didn't get the rewards. We didn't feel the rewards was coming in our way because we were just. He was
You're
employed.
responsible for other people. That's the hardest thing. I think that was the biggest thing when we kept staff on when maybe we should have made the business decision not to keep so many staff on. It's the thought that you're responsible for their livelihood. So you get a bit of guilt when you keep people on and you end up not paying yourselves to make sure that your staff are paid.
And it's true, and that is the responsibility that, and I think most good owners of a business would have, most small business owners. So for me, they had to be a get out clause, but we didn't know what.
No.
Now, at these little series of little lives we're going to do, we're going to tell you what we've been working on. Some of you already know what we're working on, but I made a vow, and this is what changed me. I made a vow in my wedding vows to my wife, and that was that.
Who is she?
Zoe, you're my wife. Right. I had to make it, just in case you walked in. So I had to make a conscious decision, and that was her responsibility of being happy is not mine. That's hers. But I wanted to make sure I have the right environment to be that. So that was one of my vows. So I knew of catering. I've been in catering's changed so much, especially after COVID. It's changed big time. So the question I had to think of myself, what possible thing could I do to change? What could I do to make that change? So I looked into a industry that I've been in and out of. Some people like, some people don't, and that industry was network marketing. But to me today, we decided to actually propel that in different ways, but use it as our get out clause. And that was the beauty of what we did. And where we stand now, we stand in a way of understanding where we've come from that initial plenty of fish, pokey prodding, and getting her to speak to me.
The best follow up ever.
It was the best. It was the best follow up ever. So the aim for us now is to work on what we've got to work on, help as many people as we can. But this series of what we're doing is about making sure that we can give a little bit of advice to people that are coming into business from a couple's point of view, especially in the hospitality restaurant. It's hard. It is bloody hard. Anyone who romances about going into the business himself. And so we do get a lot of that. I've had a lot of that from servicemen. People have been into the services for 20, 30 years. And then they go into catering that they've never been in before. They're going to open a pub, a bar. Not so much now, but that's what I got. I'm 60 years young, so I remember when I was working for Matthew Clark, that's what I got. He's an ex-service member. He's opened the Dog and Duck pub or this, that and the other. And he's just left.
And that's not to put people going off
into
it, but choose. I think we set standards for ourselves so high within the restaurant. I think it would have been a lot easier maybe if we'd been in the pub trade. But because we set... You'll ask any of my staff, what's your favourite word? Door! So Fitz has this thing that you have to be greeted by the door within 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's just on a stand-going joke, isn't it, amongst the staff that you've got to be greeted. Yeah. So, but that was the standard that we wanted to have within the restaurant. It's not to say that different hospitality businesses are run easier, harder. Obviously harder as well as easier. Yeah. But
listen, we like I said, we're trying to do 10 to 15 minutes a day, just so you can understand where we're coming from. So just understand who and Fitz and Zoe are. We've been together for a while. We're both in our second marriage. We've both got amazing boys, but we're battling our way through this metropolis of business to get where we need to get to. If we can help people see the get out clause, whether in the business that they're in now, or to look at what we're doing for us to get out of that clause. That makes sense?
No, say again.
For what our experience, what we're trying to do now is to reach out to people in business, whether it's catering business, whether it's a hospitality business, whether it's just a normal business, or them execs who are peed off. So whether which one it is, it's nice just to see that we can give a little bit of advice, whether going or perhaps look at what else are we doing and run alongside this. This series, what we're doing, will be on that way. So God bless. Look forward to seeing you. Get your tea.
Just a quick question. If there are any questions, I mean, we've got our agenda, but it'd be lovely to hear your agenda. So if there's any questions over the next couple of weeks that you'd like us to answer, or you want to be, you're just really nosy,
Yeah.
then feel free. Fire Marie.
And it's getting used to this because I realise I've put this on a different group when it should be in my Facebook Live. So that's why I can't see some of you. So I made a boo-boo. First time I've done it for a while. Have a great one. Watch how you go.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.